One here, Heavenly Breath, trained by Archie Watson. You know, you can't really. Dark Angel was an interesting stallion, I think. 3 years ago, I'd just not even looked at it for classics. But you know, it's proved to me now that if it gets the right dam, I think it could easily make its forces felt at that level. This Galileo side dam, astonishing. I've actually flirted with this line before a few times on the old Reprieve Media CIC racing site. You know, it's an interesting pedigree, really. I've had horses out of Amazing Crixon before that I've followed, and they've sort of ran to a reasonable level, some of them. You know, one of them is Secret Advisor, Group 2 placed, Group 3 winner for Godolphin. And there's also Subway Dancer in there as well. That's running a few good art trials, Group 1 place, Group 2 and Group 3 winner in France. The Sub Rose as well, an unbeaten Group 3 winning dam, is a full sister to this dam, Astonishing, and that's where it sort of ties in to the ones that I've followed in the past. There was a horse trained by Jessica Harrington called Gold Maze that was quite highly tried as a 3-year-old. It ran in a lot of trials. It placed in a Group 2, but wasn't really up to the scratch, I don't think. And you've got Truckle Feature as well, an American horse. You know, the second dam of it. Amazing Crixon is a half sister to that. Group 1, Group 2 listed placed. Truckle Feature. And Magic Gleam as well. She was dual Group 1 placed, Group 2 winner. Magic Gleam. It is then where things actually got quite interesting, because obviously in the last year or so, that article was written quite old on the Reprieve Media CIC site. I went back a bit further than what I did in them days. I went all the way back to Royal Entrance, the 5th dam of it. And she was actually quite easy to find on here. She was there, look. That puts her right close to some very good horses, this part of this line. I mean, you've got Toboggan, that won the 1928 Irish Oaks. And she's about the 10th dam of this horse. You know, which, when you're going back over a century, isn't that bad. There she is, you see, not even the 10th dam, the 9th dam. You can get through 27 years in about, if you think a 3-year-old foals a 3-year-old and then foals another 3-year-old, these generations can go pretty quick, you know. So when you look at Toboggan, you see that Citation, you know, some world-class American horses from the 40s and 50s been here. Citation won the Triple Crown. Got Gate Dancer won the Preakness. Got Champion Filly, Devona Dale as well. You know, some nice horses around this area where I was always been flirting around without even knowing these horses were necessarily there. You know, if you look through, there's others. It's a Japanese line, really, if people were to look at this one. A lot of it's been done in Japan recently. You got all these Japanese classic winners. Look, yeah, it's a line, this is, but if we get out in Japan, we'll be looking for 3L. But if you scroll down it again, you've got other horses that Mr. Dinos, good stallion of National Hunt horses. Yeah, then we've got our section there, look, that we're looking at this horse. Silver Charm as well, Kentucky Derby and Preakness winner. That runs in some world-class races. Yeah, so there's some nice horses on this line. Summer Squall and AP Indy, look at that. You know, Lemon Drop Kid, there's some very nice horses on this line. Tonalist, still siren horses to this day, the Belmont winner. So again, you'd have to say this horse here, Heavenly Breath, after 2 runs, it'd be foolish to dismiss this horse on 2 runs, you have to say that. I can't really, now I've spotted it. So we have to add it to the list and give it 3 or 4 runs and see what becomes of it. Now let's see it win and see what we make of it. Best odds guaranteed advert there. Soon that will be a promotion.
Furlongs here, the white and green jacket of Heavenly Breath is very smartly into her stride and goes through to lead to So Chic, coaching in the beige and blue, and Original Thinker behind these. Creatively, a green and pink jacket against the running rail is next, and then comes Liberty Mountain, dark jacket and white sleeves, nose-banded runner. Fougere in purple and pink, and a green Rose of Ithaca, the last couple of runners there at the end of the back straight, and Heavenly Breath leads. They have a very slender advantage. So Chic, now the matter Kieran Schumacher's only about a neck behind her in second place. A length off these is Creatively, and the pink and green jacket is Rob Hornby, and then Coach in blue sleeves and Cat for Pat Cosgrave around the outside. Liberty Mountain, Alice Bond in brown and white colours are next, and then comes Original Thinker, has to be rousted along a little bit by Martin Harley in the hoops of green and red. Rose of Ithaca, a white-faced chestnut, the same actually as well for Fougere. They're the last couple of runners. They've got just over 2 to go. Heavenly Breath fast away, always been in front, still there. So Chic in second. Look at a pink cap of Creatively. Behind those, Liberty Mountain is making some significant progress with the noseband. And then comes Coach in, but it's Heavenly Breath who heads inside the final furlong, a 2 or 3 length advantage, safely clear. Heavenly Breath made most of it to win here in good style. Second is going to be a very closely run thing, with Liberty Mountain, I think, getting ahead of So Chic.
And Rose of
Ithaca running on rather promisingly as well.
It went easy, didn't it? Just a game performance. It just goes to show, you see, they went off so slow there. Have plenty left.
A very encouraging debut at Haydock, this time at Kempton, and wins very nicely indeed.
Yeah, it's allowed to dictate its own pace and did the job well, really, but Jim Crowley rode it. That's a plus point, having to carry him round. You have to say it won well. It's run to the highest that we've seen any of ours run that we've looked at in these 3 races.